Yo, what's up guys? Welcome back, next match, Cross-Banlist Cup. Finally, second wave, second batches of duels. All the way back to the beginning, back to Group A. Next matchup we have Kin-Tele-Undead, so OCG Zombie Tele-Undead from 2008, featuring Card of Safe Return. It's going to take on Spellbooks, so Judgment Spellbooks. So there's like 5 years a difference between both these decks. So, interesting one. Which deck has the advantage? I could definitely agree with the people, the votes that in theory Spellbooks should have the advantage over the much older deck, and as you know, Spellbook with Judgment kind of power crept entire formats before it simply because it's like a plus 3, 4, 5 or 6 maybe during the end phase plus Yugioh, right? While on the other hand, Kin-Tele-Undead, OCG Zombie Tele-Undead is a super fast deck, and as we've seen before and multiple other Cross-Banlist Cup tournaments, is that Spellbooks does suffer, or it does have a lot of difficulties against like a much faster deck, like a super fast-paced deck. So, okay. Game number 1, Kin-Tele-Undead wins, I guess, the rock, paper, scissors game going first. Ending on, I guess, a couple of big monsters and crush card as well. It's either Stardust or Thought Ruler. Thought Ruler, I guess, because of something like Book of Moon, Phoenix Wing Blast. At least against all expectations, Crush card actually does something. I was like, Crush card is not doing anything, but it hits Priestess, it hits Kaiku, and that actually comes in super clutch, because now Spellbook of Master cannot be activated, and because of that, again, no searches, right? Even though, there is nothing to copy, right? So I don't think it would have mattered too much. Wisdom is useless, Fate is useless, Power, I guess, could have done something. But, I mean, again, we have the faster paced deck here, especially with that top deck Burial from a different dimension. Getting back Mizuki, and this just gives me more attacking power. And, alright, again, pre-errata Brionac, as you know, it's not limited to once per turn. So we can use Brionac's effect multiple times during the same turn, and you can go from there. Okay, so game number 2. Post side deck and going second, and I'm kind of happy to see this, that Yugioh is just a normal summon, I guess, plus no back row. No back row is huge, even though Spellbook is kind of set up for next turn. I only need one turn and already have Card of Safe Return, so that makes things much more busted. So normal summon, Gomly summon, luckily I do have a stronger monster to attack over Yugioh. Go for pre-errata Brionac again, and here is where shiz hits the fan. Discard, what is it, 3? That's cool. I can just activate my Card of Safe Return, get a couple of draws, I think get like 1 or 2 draws, but that's super important, especially drawing the Burial. That's so huge, so big, because I can, reuse my, what is it, Banished Mizuki, Banished Double Plague as well, plus, and because of the top deck Burial, I can get another draw. Draw Crow, which is fine, searching Mizuki, set up another Mizuki, which again leads to a potential another draw, which, could lead into more answers against my opponent's board. Stardust could be crucial, Thought Ruler also okayish, but now Spellbooks, can establish their board. Good news though is Yugioh is in the graveyard, plus Stardust is on the field. So, there needs to be some Spellbook shenanigans played to first of all get rid of Stardust and, potentially reborn Yugioh, etc. Or rely on Mirror Force, as you see. So the field spell is activated, end phase, Spellbook of Judgment. Kiko is kinda important, because Kiko could block my Dark Arm from activating its effect, because again, I can't banish monsters from my graveyard. Like, this is kinda huge. No Stardust, but I draw a Giant Tornado. Look! I top deck Giant Tornado. I'm honest. Next to Heavy Storm, Giant Tornado was the biggest top deck I could have gotten. And this would not have been enough for game, because again, Kiko, prevents me from using Dark Arm Dragon effect, but I was like, wait a minute. There is that obscure level 8 Synchro in the extra deck that rarely sees any play. I believe it was like a prize card in the early days, right? Dark End Dragon. And Dark End Dragon actually comes in use, sending Kiko to the graveyard. I can drop Dark Arm, pop the entire field, and go for game. So this was kind of like a sack one, a sack fest. Okay. So game number 3, again, Spellbooks is not able to get the third spell activated, right, for Yugioh, but again, it's set up for next turn, plus double back rows. That's kind of scary. My potential lines here are maybe Black Rose or, Brionac, and see if I can, maybe make a big push. Burial against, this is one of the reasons why Burial went to 1, I think, years ago. Strange, right? Go for Thought Ruler and drop Dark Arm. So I was like, maybe for Wing Blast or something like that. No, the Thought Ruler only negates Psychic types or when Psychic types are targeted. But it's fine though. Dark Arm comes in clutch, popping both back rows. And is this more than enough to attack for game? I think so. 800 to 328 to 7 yups. A clean to 3-0. We have another matchup. We can't end it like this, right? But this indeed was a clean 3-0. So as I mentioned before, like even though Spellbooks was unlucky here and there, okay, the Giant Tornado top deck, like look at this, like this is the fourth game, like an extra duel again. This one doesn't matter, but like I'm honest, if Spellbooks opens like this, it wins basically against like every other deck, like even the bottom part of the Cross-Banlist Cup. Right, like imagine maybe potential Giant Tornado or Heavy Storm, so I can attack over Yogan. Failure is there, so maybe. So I already need the Mass board wipe, right? But again, I'm honest. If Spellbooks is able to start like this, GG. Plus, like Spellbooks also side decks the Dimensional Fissure. I'm not so sure if Dimensional Fissure hit the field in one of the earlier duels. It's hit or miss, but I mean, this is indeed a faster deck, a super fast-paced deck, and that's where, Spellbook struggles against. Not like, like the super grindy meta from 2013 with rulers or Spellbook mirror matches. Like, look at this, like the opening hand was super busted. Card of Safe Return, Malicious Teleport, but, Fissure, there is Fissure. Speaking of Fissure, yeah, but, like Spellbook of Fate, Recycle Fate with the field spell, etc., etc., that's just too much. So, it is what it is. Kin-Tele-Undead getting the 6 points, while Spellbooks only stays at 3 points. So that could be important, but let's face it, Spellbooks might just take the next one with 3 points, obviously, right? And then everything is still possible. So next matchup, we have Windups versus Holy Lightning Shadows. So feel free to leave your predictions. Okay, guys, that's it. Thanks for watching. Feel free to leave a comment or like if you enjoyed the video. Leave them out. Peace.